Thriller. Yeah. Who go? She got her own dope, love a woman in power. I love to hold you, I've been staring at you for hours. Penthouse suite with the glass doors in the shower. Your ex in the past, girl, he a coward. You went to Howard University, school was always the worst for me. Pick you up after, it works for you, then it works for me. You involved, you say, no problem. I can show you how to solve this, babe. Get in the car.
We ain't got to tell nobody. Keep it on the low. I'm gonna put this on your body, and no one has to know. We can go all night, all night. We can go all night, all night. We can go all night, all night. We can go all night, all night.
Hey, my first guest today. Yo, this guy, I'm gonna tell you about it inside the interview, but let me tell you something. First rule of Fight Club, you don't talk about Fight Club. But we gonna do it today though, on Party and Bullshit. Come on, we gonna tell you what happened though. Y'all get up from up there, Killa Mike! Man. But let me introduce the ladies of Party and Bullshit real quick. So let's go ahead and get a rundown. Come on, start from this end, let's work our way on round. You see what I just did? I did some Don Cornelius type shit right there. Come on. Hey, cut the music. Cut the music.
What up, it's your girl Serena, like the tennis player, because I bring the racket. How y'all doing?
Hey!
Oh, you didn't put the pressure on them now. You didn't put the pressure on them now. They don't know what to say now. They don't know what to say. You done fucked them up right there.
I need some of this heavy.
It's your girl Jay Dillon, straight out of Brooklyn, better known as Brooklyn. What up, everybody?
That's straight, baby.
I'm Michelle, the girl from hell.
What's poppin', everybody? It's the Harlem Songbird. It's your Harmony in the.
Ooh.
Ooh. Well, it's your girl Magic from. I don't spit, so it's your girl Magic.
If you don't spit, you know what the hell. Come on.
I'm hoping she. How y'all doing tonight? Yes, today, yes. Ooh. We got Babe Blue right here. I am a rapper from North New Jersey, the Queen of New Jersey, representing, letting y'all know. Love y'all.
Hey!
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Sinquel, coming live from the 757. What's good?
Okay. That's Virginia, right?
Yeah.
Come on. Well, all they do is talk.
This might be a little redhead girl on IG.
Come on, man. Mike, yo, what's up, boy?
Yo, it's the jack of these girls in here. Oh my God, I'm hot.
Yo, man, tell them how we met, bro.
We met, we met on the ground, pretty much. We met.
No.
He didn't mean it that way.
Hold on.
He meant it the other way.
Yo, I got the mic.
Tell them what you meant.
I guess they're not experienced with the underground world. But I met him in the underground world. You know what I'm saying? In the underground club.
It's okay, pal.
That's what I met.
No, but he don't turning you out. He didn't mean it.
Jackie, put the
Down.
we need another napkin?
Yeah.
Right.
Yo, I can't wait to get to this level right here. Wow.
Oh my.
Wipe my tongue.
Talk to me.
So this is what happened. I'm gonna let you the story.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a heterosexual version. So look at this. This is one of the hottest underground fight clubs that I've ever been to in real life. And I couldn't believe I was hosting this shit. You know what I'm saying? It was one of those events where, you know, it ain't no telling who is going to be in the building. And this particular night, they were had a fucking Benz for grabs and a gold chain. And they had the champion. But the challenge was that goddamn went chicken. He got a little in fight. So we was up there seeing if anybody in the crowd wanted to come up and face the champion. And kill him.
Hold on.
We cleaned the house.
Jack, hold on, Jack. We can't give that fighter too much clout. He definitely wasn't the champion.
Oh! We heard you, Killa. We heard you.
You know what I'm saying? You know how we give it up on this side. But I definitely watched him when Jack was there, but his fighters did punked out and it was just quiet. It was the last fight of the night and we're just like stuck like, okay, anybody want to fight in this weight? You know, I was there just to chill, but I just slid in the ring like,
You thought they don't do that for the ladies?
like let's get it
Yes, they do.
Oh, we do that. Nah, we do that now.
You get that smoke. You can get that smoke if you want.
Yeah, you can
I'm too
definitely.
pretty for
I definitely have a plan.
Too pretty, so you gotta make sure you just don't get hit.
Yeah.
Blocks. That's right.
Okay. I fuck with that.
You know, like shit.
I fuck with that.
They just have her wig and shit.
They don't wear wigs in the ring.
I take my hair out the ponytail, like pull it, bitch. Pull it. I know.
Is she pretty enough? Kind of smoke. I wasn't playing, bro.
Down into the combo. This fun.
The ladies got a lot of questions for you, though.
I'm gonna be shirtless by the end of the night.
Promise.
Promise?
Promise. Talk dirty. This is talking about.
Ladies got a lot of questions, man. Ladies, first lady, let's go.
As long as you know POTUS. No, I'm just kidding.
Pass the mic.
Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna give me that mic.
Yeah, man.
Mike, talk to me. So how long have you been fighting for? Are you a boxer, UFC, are you mixed martial arts? What are we doing? What are we working with?
I'm a street fighter. I don't fight no more, but I've been fighting my whole life, raised in the Bronx. You know how we get popping.
So you ever been to Rumble in the Bronx?
That's my.
That's his shit. He owns that shit. Let him out.
You said.
We can go all night. We can go all night.
Oh, you want to fight?
Not like to be a fighter, but just for once, real quick, raise some money, real quick.
Okay.
Thanks, Seven.
Yo, Jack, you got a fighter in your camp. You didn't even know.
It's a bunch of them in here. It's a bunch of them in here on the low.
You know.
Yeah.
That stamina ain't no joke.
But tell them how you get the stamina up to even be able to do this type of shit. What would you suggest?
Yeah.
Oh, can we talk about stamina?
Oh my God,
All right.
Who want to talk?
Me, I want to talk about that since we talking stamina, you know, being that you're a boxer and everything. So
We can go around.
We can?
We can go around.
I mean, they can? Oh, no problem. Okay.
Sing it, girl.
No, I can't sing on it. I can't. I promise I can. I'm going to get in trouble. You know what? I'm going to pass it again. I was about to say some shit.
Say it.
No, I can't.
Let them know.
Yeah, can. Look, ain't no rules. Let me ask you something, though. You ever had a fight, like, maybe you got a bruise, you got to bust it out, like Rocky and all that, and you still fuck?
Oh, yeah, no, for sure. I don't look like.
I don't know. Fucked you with that eye, like Martin and Gina, and
this,
she still
This girl's as far as that attractive, no? Like,
no.
The whole
First
fact
of all,
that,
I'm gonna have to put a steak on your eyes, something. I ain't got time to be sitting there.
Put some meat on your eyes.
I mean, this got nothing to do with what's down there.
Yes, it do. I like the face too.
I mean, yeah, but when you turn the other way,
I do like the kids. Like I need a good face.
You can.
I mean, you should a little black guy. I can rock with a little black guy, baby. You doing too much.
You can still kiss her over that. Like,
I'm still.
Some niggas be coming with
I'm still big. I'm still big. Like,
I come with that.
you know, you mean stuff. Like, you know.
That's true. Yeah, I like that.
You know, my heart.
No, I don't mean to.
Your nigga took a hit. Like, he was probably the other dude. Look,
Word, that's not attractive to know your man is beating somebody else up.
It's true. I want to fight though.
you can still kiss him.
I
do got a question. Sorry, my fault. When did you take the fight into like a professional?
Oh, shit.
I got the mic, so I'm trying to project. When did you take it from the street to the street getting paid for it? know what I'm saying? Like, what made you make that transition? Did somebody put the bug in your ear? Is that something that you fought one time and niggas was like, yo, not for nothing, bro, I bet it on you. Here's the bread. And you like,
well, that's exactly how it happened, actually. I was in the club and some dude had hit me up. Was like, he wanted to pull up to the spot where I was hosting at for the night. So I said, pull up. I got him a table next to me. And he was like, yeah, you know, I want like 20, 30,000 off you. And I was like, what? I'm like, 30,000.
That's terrible. You see, he bet you ain't get no money.
But he did like made it a party and then he bought a lot of bottles. He made Listen, everybody, it's teacher's zone. That's his own business. I'm not part of the gambling business. That's not what I do. That man pocket. You know what I'm saying? Like that's his business. I was just happy with the fact that he believed in me that much. Right. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, yo, you should start your own fight club. And I ran it past the fight club I was a part of. I was like, yo, we ever coming back? And it was like, yo, bro, you should start your own shit. Like, you got the hype. I created a huge fan base for myself. So I was like, you know what? I am. And I started it. I made sure my shit was just totally different. You know what I'm saying? Like, I put my fight club. Well, every fight club to me was in a boxing ring. To me, boxing rings is for boxing or wrestling. Cage is for UFC. You know what I'm saying? Streets is for the streets.
Right.
So we fighting in grocery stores. We fighting on rooftops.
Right.
We fighting in cage matches behind the building.
Right on 176 in between the staircases, right down there.
Exactly. We're gonna rent an apartment and make it look like a house party. And we're gonna do a fight in a house party. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the type of shit I'm on.
My homeboy just finished fighting that Rumble in the Box. He got his ass whooped. I think it might have been that same night because they was like.
Friends after that too.
Not for nothing, that's a fact. I'm just kidding.
You don't tell on your friend. You don't.
When she turned, a good ass with the wood, goddamn, like, you know what? I need to stop hanging around you.
You're not as tough as
you
that.
Bad news,
bro.
You bad news. You gonna get me in trouble.
You said you're retired now?
Yeah.
You no longer fight?
No.
Do you mind me asking how old you are?
Yeah, I'm 30 years old.
30 years old, so that's young.
Yeah.
Right? So
Most boxers don't even quit at 30.
Exactly.
So,
your fighting career was very short.
You're a smart motherfucker.
Right?
Yeah.
You got in and out?
Pretty
Why?
I'd rather make boss moves, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got a lot of connections, and I met a lot of people. For instance, my brother Jack, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's not my opportunity. My opportunity is to give opportunity, you know what I'm saying? And see if I can get, these kids from my hood to come fight and become something, change their mind.
So what would you tell the kids from your hood that say that they want to fight? Would you tell them that it's not one of those longevity careers, that they got to get in and out, because now that makes their chances slim to none?
Well, my thing is more set on, let's end this beef in the streets, you know what I'm saying? When kids got problems, for instance, they want to use a gun or a knife, and they want the street credibility, but you can't really shoot somebody and say I shot him just to become a shooter. So to me, it's like the street rules is kind of confusing these kids. Yeah. And now these kids is actually moving at a younger age. For example, the kid who passed away in that grocery store.
Yeah, just chopping in the neck.
Everybody chopped, like, come on, he could have rolled up on him and shot the one on whoever had the problem with, for whatever the reason was.
I miss those days.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to bring that back. And
I'm scared of a nigga ass right now.
Yeah.
Niggas can't take ass whoopings.
Nah, they can't take it.
Yeah, they can't take that shit.
They gonna get the equalizer.
Come on.
So I wanted to know, hi, my name is Jay Dillon. Nice to meet you. I wanted to know, since you feel that way, and I totally agree with that, I think it's great to take people out of the street and stop all of this gun, fighting and stuff like that, and let's throw the hands up like it was back in the day. Do you speak to the youth in any form or any fashion as a mentor? Do you do any mentoring programs?
I don't, but at my show they all come, they pull up, and they all watch me on the Instagram, and my following is getting bigger and bigger. So I know they watching. I answer all my DMs. The youth reaches out to me. I'm not like this bougie, think I'm a star now because I have a following. Like, I reach back to everybody. I show everybody love, attention. If you're older, we come to the clubs together, we enjoy each other. If you're younger, I'll pull up with you in the park, we shoot some basketball or do some pad work with the gloves. Like, I reach them on person.
That's a nice balance.
Right,
yeah.
What's the biggest injury you have sustained from being a fighter?
I broke my nose. I broke my eye cheek.
Nose? Oh, you need that.
Yeah, I got something around here somewhere. I mean, they say I can't fight no more. Next thing you know, I hear like Wolverine, baby. Like we up there shaking.
Hurt the Punisher.
It's a Wolverine. Yeah.
I wanted to know.
That's the mentor.
I want to see you.
How do you go about dealing with the youth and all of the drama that's going on in the community? How do you approach the situation to get them to fight for it? Without shooting each other, without stabbing each other?
Not like, there's a lot of people that's scared. That's a good question. How you talk them into getting in the ring if you can't fight?
Okay, so
That's why a lot of niggas pick up
I'm sorry,
the gun in the
say it
first
again?
place.
Well, how do you talk them to
How do
get in
you
the
reach
ring
you?
if you can't fight? Because right here.
And I agree with you. So the trick of the
We can go all night, all night. We can go all night.
is to pretty much there's a trick to it. It's to convince them that this is the lane to act gangster. You know what I'm saying? Instead of stop being an internet thug. Listen, this is the world now. There's a bunch of internet thugs. So it's either you an internet thug or you a real tough man who's gonna pull up. You know what I'm saying?
I got a question.
Oh yeah, it's hot now. It's hot now.
So because now it comes, there's a thin line, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because now you say you want to take them off the street because you want to avoid the violence that comes with guns. However, now when you start to train kids, your hands become weapons.
Yeah.
So how is it, you know what I mean?
But-
the same way you could use a gun and you can physically hurt and damage someone.
For sure.
When you're fighting, you can also kill somebody at the worst. What's the difference? How do you?
It's a big difference. A bullet is gonna kill you on sight, on a second, instantly. It's rare that if a street fight does go on, these kids are not really learned to be professional fighters.
Yeah,
which means that their punches or their hits, it's not really gonna be
It takes
effective.
one bad blow though.
I'm sure it does, but at the end of the day, what you rather do? You rather your kid have a fight?
No, I want my son to fight. I want him to defend himself.
Exactly.
I do want him to defend
So
himself.
he has to defend himself.
I do, but there's also consequences with fighting. At the end of the day, like, I respect what you do.
Yeah,
you know,
for
I
sure.
like it. But if I can avoid him fighting altogether,
For
I
sure.
come from a period where people get knocked the fuck out.
I agree
like,
with
you
you,
know?
but understand that this period is still here. We in New
No,
York
it
City.
is still here.
We
It is
in New
still
York
here.
City, and that shit ain't going nowhere. There's still gonna be kids who's gonna raise up and think they're the toughest kid in the world, or people's gonna think they gangster, or they want to move to the gun. This is the best way to go about it. At least this way you get to go home. You ain't gotta go to. You ain't gotta die. You ain't gotta go to jail. I'm doing something the cops can't do. You know what I'm saying? It's still a chance to take, but it's very rare. I had a bunch of street fights, and I done knocked a lot of kids out. I ain't never went to jail because I killed someone, and I hit hard.
That's it hard. I was watching the shit and I
I'm gonna take your word for it.
Word.
So, what's your main platform as far as that goes? I know that you want to promote hands instead of guns, but what is your future endeavors as far as that platform goes? What are you trying to promote for the community and society?
I'm just trying to make the new cool again. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, everyone is just trying to be a gangster and move to the weapons. Like I don't know, but I had a good name for myself. I never went to the weapons. Everyone in school knew me like, don't fuck with him. He'll knock you the fuck out. Like
that dude was that dude.
and I was that dude. Everybody was like, yeah, because everyone knew that. It's not something I can get locked up for. So again, you can't get no type of publicity for anybody.
So, are you gonna go to like schools and universities and have a seminar or something like that just to promote that?
It's just the fact that my fight club is still illegal.
I was about to say, do they?
Yeah.
I'm not another day. I know what underground means.
Yeah.
They're bringing all this professional
No,
stuff.
but I'm saying not promoting Rumble in the Bronx, but I'm saying just to promote non-violent.
If I can meet someone who could put me in that lane, I'm definitely with to go to the top. You know what I'm saying? I would love my voice to be heard. Sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is my rap album, and I'm trying to put my music everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I would love that, but I'm not at that lane yet. I'm still underground, and I'm just trying to touch everybody I can reach at the moment. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Well, that partially was part of my serious question, I guess. Maybe you can articulate in a way that, like, 'cause they had Scared Straight programs back in the day, and even though this is underground, maybe you can articulate it as a bringing the youth together to end gang violence, to end, end it in a way where they use it through boxing, and you teach them as a technique, even though you say it's underground shit, but why don't you elevate it in a way we can promote it to people like Netflix and places that get you in a different platform?
Definitely my goal is to get this as a show. That's what I'm trying to do, is to make this a show.
Okay.
And just keep it going, like where I can go to this kid's neighborhood and find out why he had a problem with this individual, and then go to his neighborhood, find out why he got beef, and then we'll have fight night and we'll get it popping. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. So let's rewind a little bit, because I'm still just blown away by the fact that you came up out of the audience,
You weren't hesitant at all. You weren't thinking like, I could really get my ass whooped in front of all these people.
He wasn't shook at all.
I'm not.
I was scared for him. I'm like, nigga, you know this is real, right? You don't get no extra man. This not a video game. This nigga did some straight up Streets of Rage shit. I don't know if it was Sega Genesis days type shit.
Well, growing up in my hood, like, and my crew, when it was time to get it popping, I was always front and center. You know what I'm saying? I was the first one to throw the jab, the punch, knock somebody out. But people wasn't even expecting something to go down and something went down. That was me as a kid. So me growing up, I'm never afraid to put on. We can put the guns on whoever want it right now.
I'm with it. I'll take that right now. I'll take it.
I don't want none of that smoke.
I'm with the shenanigans.
No, I'm gonna press charge.
Yo, that's what you make every post to. All
Every time.
call out. So I'm telling you, I really be following.
That's what it is.
I be looking like somebody call me out.
Y'all miss what Jack said. Jack said, I'm a press charge.
Every time.
Every time.
When I need this motherfucker.
Better than killing someone. You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
It was a little assault, right?
Nah, I spent a couple days in jail. It wasn't cool. It wasn't cool.
Growing up as
Niggas look like this.
would you consider yourself the bully or the one that used to stand up to the bully?
Yeah, I beat up the bully.
You beat up the bully?
Love it.
I'm cool with everybody.
The bully master.
I'm cool with the janitor. I'm cool with the boss.
So what would you tell a kid in school that is being bullied?
Let's go to boxing. Let's get some training. Let's put your confidence. You know what I'm saying? Let's make you stand up for yourself, because you can have all the friends to stand up for you, but you're still gonna be the guy in the back, soft as shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta
Soft as baby shit.
I have a question. Have you ever had a fight that you didn't want to fight because you know that you would hurt someone and they didn't have the ability to the skills like you? Did you choose not to fight, or you still fought them?
No, I fought a nigga in a wheelchair before. No, real talk. This motherfucker really. No, we both had and this don't got nothing to do with me. Go ahead.
Oh man.
I'm sorry. You kind of.
Man,
fuck that nigga, man.
Fight that you know, somebody was just trying to be tough, but you know they couldn't beat you, but you decided to walk away instead of fight. Have you ever walked away from a fight instead?
Nah. You want that smoke, you gonna get it.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Since I have this whole all courthouse is mandatory, and I am the CEO, I get caught out every day.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I walk away from fights every day.
Okay.
Because I know these clout chasers, they just want to fight me to get their name up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not here to start beef, I'm here to finish it. You know what I'm saying?
What about the opposite? Have you ever been afraid to fight anybody?
I've never been afraid to fight nobody. We all human.
Come on, talk. Come on now. Mike.
What?
You ain't got one boogeyman.
Right.
Nah.
Not one?
Maybe, I think it was probably when I was like young, probably like 15, I had a little bully, and then I faced my bully and beat him up, and then it was like, that's it for me. Ain't nobody can scare me now. Like,
We can go all night, all night. We can go all night.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Magic. Hold on.
you sound like you got some great stories, right?
I do.
Have you ever considered turning all of this into like a reality show?
yeah, that's my goal, is to turn Rumble in the Bronx to a reality show. That's what I was saying before. Is to like, I go to his neighborhood, speak to him there, and then I find out why he got people to do. Let them talk, and then.
Yeah, because my homegirl Keisha, she never returned my edge control, so I'm finna fight.
Oh, wow.
And it was good. Like $34.
Meggie, all call outs are mandatory.
See ya.
Come see me, Keisha. Come see me.
Not for edge control, sis.
It's Argon.
Yo, I think this is the most.
Oh no, this is the most spicy. You on one time.
I see what you did here, Jack. I see what you did here.
You get it? You get it now?
We're trying to spice it up.
Party and bullshit, brother.
Yeah,
This ain't
party and
my
bullshit.
We interviewing, but you
Hey, so can the ladies want to come to the fight, man?
Oh, for sure.
Carrie, yes.
Can they get some VIP up in there?
Everyone here in VIP on me.
Oh, yeah. Now we talking.
This Saturday.
This Saturday. Yeah. This Saturday. Let's
Hold up, nigga said, like, I know I'm dead ass. I'm from the Bronx.
March 9th, this Saturday.
Yay!
Biggie birthday?
Biggie birthday.
Biggie's birthday.
I'm in the building, B.
Cage
We're
match.
there. We're there.
Oh!
Y'all calling randoms from the audience?
Yeah, I'm
Are you calling randoms from the audience?
Bring all of them. Let them all ring there on that
From
shit.
the audience.
Oh, at Rumble in the Bronx is always a random call out.
Say
Like
that.
we don't. At one of our shows, we had a girl fight, and Shorty came in the ring and was like, I want to call out my best friend. Make sure she comes. So I text her low key because I be like instigating low key. I text her, I say, yo, pull up to the fight club. It's on me. I'm gonna put you in VIP. Hold on. Before y'all judge me, before y'all judge me, you feel me? The best friend that I set up, apparently she was talking shit about her to her baby father. So I kind of played more her side, like, oh, nah, you should call her.
She trying to fuck.
She was.
I mean, I wasn't there, but at the end of the day, when I heard that,
Did they
fight?
yeah, the shorty that called out. Shorty was like in VIP. She was chilling. She had her hoodie all chilling, and I was like, listen, I stopped the whole show. Mom, you gotta come to the ring, Mom. Your best friend's calling you out. Security guard made a lane for her. They picked her up. They walked into the ring. That shit was gangster. Yeah, all this shit real. All this shit real.
Oh, we there.
I want to know all the winnings. Where does that come from? The winnings that people win for the fight.
Well,
That's a good question.
Well, and BX Fight Club, they have winnings. In my fight club, we don't have winnings. We got
bragging rights.
We got respect. We got bragging rights. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of these fighters. It's not all about beef. Some of these guys come just to fight, and they come to set an example. You know what I'm saying? For instance, I know you got my brother Buck Noy on the show.
Talk about that. Set him up.
I want to hear about it.
Buck Noy and Jen Gates, you know what I'm saying? They were once like this.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And for whatever reason, a situation, and instead of, you know what I'm saying, it affecting the whole Asian mob family, or it affecting each other, because, you know, who the fuck want to be in jail, right, Noy? Like, or somebody actually getting hurt, you know what I'm saying? Like, they got to come onto my platform and handle their situation. Right. You know what I'm saying? For what it's worth, whether the beef is...
Who won?
Buck Noy.
But no champ. The champ is here.
Nah, facts.
Party and bullshit in this bitch.
Shout out my brother Buck Noy, shout out the whole Asian mob, you know what I'm saying? And shout out Jen Gates, my brother too. Nice. You know what I'm saying? I respect both of them for that, you know what I'm saying? Especially them, they got the whole fucking Asian gang looking up to them.
That shit real.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That shit real.
And most of these motherfuckers, trust me, I'm close to the mob, and most of these motherfuckers is gangster. Like, so for them to even do that, it changes the game. It changes the game.
I want to be Asian because of these niggas. But my dick too big. I'm just playing. No, I'm not.
It's a whole lot of shit.
It'll get dark in this motherfucker. It'll dark?
That's a challenge.
No, we ain't gonna do a dick off.
Alright, that's gay. Hold on. Nah, it doesn't get my dick off. Hold on.
Hey, yo, man, thank you for coming to party and bullshit. Is there anything party and bullshit before we get shot to the end? Get shot of here. Get shot of here.
Before I get out of here, you know, let's stop picking up the weapons, bro. Let's get shaking, let's use the hands. You know what I'm saying? And don't forget March 9th, Saturday, Rumble in the Bronx.
Jackie's Angels.
What time?
Party and bullshit.
We're there.
Wait. You said we hosting or?
Oh, he said ring girl.
Not all. Y'all hosting this motherfucker. Come on now, y'all. We'll do it right now.
Fuck y'all want.
There you have it.
My earrings come off real quick.
Yeah, but the Vaseline too. I don't need that.
What else come on?
Cannot jump in. in. This ain't like we ain't on the streets.
Oh, baby girl,
baby,
I hope
can't.
they know y'all can't jump in.
Okay. All right.
Shorty ready. Crazy, take us out. Fight. Come on.
We gotta jump people.
I hope not. I hope we don't got to.
Cage battle, you feel me? I ain't never watched WWF, WWE.
Oh, I love
You ain't watched none of that shit. Cage battle, nigga. You better be paying